Welcome to the Community Hotline, for the community, by the community. I'm your host, Mr. Bob Fang, and today we have Miss Kitty.
Hey! Hi, Bob.
Hey, why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Kitty, and I'm an inspiring actress and TV host. And I'm glad to be here with Bob today and share some information about my experiences for you to learn from.
I love it. I love it. Let's jump into the first topic of the day then, which is money. Tell everyone listening, what is money?
Money, money, money. Money is, to me, one of the main important aspects of my life. Money is, money is, you need money to live, okay? And it is part of our everyday livelihood. And so what does it, I don't know. I don't know.
You got it. You need money to live.
You need, okay, yeah, so let me think about it. Okay, so can we restart the question, please?
Yeah. Ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1. What is money?
Money is life, okay? And money, growing up, to me, when I was a teenager and in college, my father raised us with giving us allowance, taught us how to manage money, taught us when we had birthdays or graduations, anything, the money was taken from us and put into an account. So when we turned 18, we got all of our childhood birthday money and everything. And that instilled in me about saving and how valuable money was. And I never took money I never took it for granted. And to me, it's a very strong aspect in my life where I just don't take it for granted, and learning to save and how to manage it and how to make it grow, and learning that it's, something that you need every day to live. And it's an essential part of life.
I love that. I love that. What did you spend your money on back in the day, back in high school?
Well, we weren't really, I got allowance. So, I mean, we didn't have social media or anything like that. And so, I mean, we would spend it on candy and t-shirts. We would walk to the mall and buy like vintage t-shirts, and I don't want to date myself, but we would buy CDs and tapes and and movies was a big thing. We would go to the movies, and that would be what I would spend my money on.
I love it. I love it. What has your idea of money changed from when you were in high school to now?
Absolutely. It's changed, especially being divorced and then living on my own and then quitting a corporate career and making a lot of money and always been financially taken care of. Money actually, I have a different perspective on it, as well as you just work harder, and you, again, you don't take anything for granted, and you make sure that you have your security nest egg put away, and always make sure that you can't just go out to the movies and buy things. You have to really manage it and make adult decisions. I'm not going to get this outfit. I'm not going to go out with the girls and, $100 bar tab. I'm going to save my money because this is where I'm at right now, and I'm trying to build a career and a life. And you have to make decisions on what's best for your finances at that time. You can't blow it on stuff how we used to as we were kids. Things, bills to pay, and responsibilities change.
Wise. What are 3 money tips you have for the younger version of you, if you could go back?
3 money tips for the younger version of me would be to save and Save, 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 save. And, you know, I think just don't spend your money on frivolous things that are just, you know, not going to bring true value to your life.
What would you say when you mentioned like save, save, save? What do people? How should they save? Is it just like
Okay,
whatever?
so for an example, my niece, she's 15, and she gets my sister lets her keep her birthday money, you know, so she'll go to the mall and buy the newest sweatshirt, or she'll go get, you know, the giant venti cup at Starbucks, you know, something like that. Where is it bringing value to your life? You don't need the Starbucks, you know, save the money where you could buy that camera that you need, because she does a lot of, you know, vlogging and stuff. So you have to think about where you're putting your money versus the quick fix, fun, frivolous things, I say, and investing in it, and save for the big item that's going to bring value to your life, like the camera, the microphone, or the car you're going to get when you're 16. You know, you got to think about your future, think of ahead of time.
I love that. I love that. Such a wise woman. I love it. Okay, let's move on to the second topic of the day, which is education. Tell us, who were you in high school?
Excuse me?
Who were you in high school?
Who was I?
Yeah.
I was popular. I was very social, and I was not studious. I was not studious. So if you're trying, I was not studious. I had to take extra classes to graduate. I was a party girl. I was a party girl, and I don't regret it. And but I, you know, I was always involved in school. I always made sure I was in a club. You know, I was in a lot of activities, you know, volleyball and drill team, and I still stayed active in school. I just was not as studious as I should have been.
I get it. I get it. We're like the rejects of the Asian community. We're not like the straight A. How did your dad feel about that? How did your parents feel about that?
Well, I kind of blame my parents, because they really didn't push us, or education wasn't a big deal in our family. It wasn't a big thing. Wasn't well, of course, you know, we were you know, our grades were always checked up on, and we were always, you know, report cards and, you know, all of that. It just wasn't a big thing, like planning for college. Where are you going to go to college? It wasn't a big thing in our household.
There wasn't much pressure on you.
There wasn't. Thank you. There wasn't much pressure at all. At all. I had to get the good grades, of course, and I would be grounded, etc. But there wasn't that, like you say, the Asian, like parents, the pressure of the good grades in college, and yeah, it wasn't like that at all. It was more like, where are you going to work after school? You know, after you graduate. It was more like that. Okay. My dad was a European older man, so we grew up kind of old fashioned. He was more like in like, what's your trade gonna be? Versus, you know, the more, I don't know, parents that were just setting you up for college kind of thing. So
I love that. And then you have, how many siblings do you have?
I have 3.
Are you the where are you in that hierarchy?
I'm the third.
The third. Okay, so you're the youngest.
Well, no, there's 2 oldest. I'm the middle. I'm sorry, and then there's the youngest.
Okay.
I'm the middle child. Yeah.
Got it. Was there like a lot of competition growing up when you're between your siblings?
Not at all. No, actually, we are a close-knit family. We were really close, and we shared clothes, and we always took care of each other. And you know, my mom was ill a lot, so we kind of had this like bond of taking care of each other and looking out. So yeah.
Okay. What was going on with your mom growing up?
She battled a lot of illnesses, and was in and out of hospitals a lot. So my older sisters would, you know, help take care of me and my youngest, and we all worked together. And I think that was the like bond that we always shared, is that you realize how much you need each other at those times. And so, yeah.
What would you say are two defining moments in your life, and how did they impact you?
The two defining moments in my life would be when my besides my mom passing away, the two defining, I guess, would be the divorce and then the quitting my longtime corporate career would be the two biggest life changes for me.
Which one came first?
The divorce.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was that like? How did it impact you?
Well, so you graduate from high school, you get the corporate job, you're married all your life, and then, so you're being taken care of, and, you lose a friend. It was my choice, but it was just, you learn to live a different way of life. It's a total different change of life, and you learn from having somebody to taking care of you, and mutual friends and family, and you have this whole community of your life, and then it's just and then you're just out on your own. And so it's kind of like, wow, what do I do? Who am I? That was the big thing. Who am I? And then I realized, being in LA, that I'm not also a career lady either. I was a boss of 23 employees, and I was drowning, like suffering, just drowning. And that's when I resigned as well, for other unforeseen reasons. But I then dabbled into styling, and then went to commercial acting classes, went to TV hosting boot camp classes. I, been doing the grind background extra film work, and, just learning that I want to be in the entertainment industry. I want to, be on TV. So, yeah.
I love it. I love it. And then when you said you quit your corporate job and that was because you felt like you were drowning from the pressure, or what was going on there?
This was in another day and another time. There was I quit, yes, because I wasn't happy. I was drowning. Corporate life's awful, but some people like it. I just had a conversation with my girlfriend today. She quit her corporate job, and we were thinking, but a lot of people do like the corporate world. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's structure. It's all your, pay and everything. It's great. But that's for some people it's not. And I realized it wasn't me. And yeah, I was drowning because it's so constricting, and I didn't want to like climb the ladder, and, the part, I think I forgot what I was trying to say, was I left because, well, after I left, that whole Me Too movement came out. So I'll just stop there another day. Yeah.
Okay. If you want to share, there's tons of young girls listening right now, maybe.
Yeah, because when I'm a lot older, and, before this Me Too movement and everything came out, it's real, in those corporate offices, those creepy bosses, and, it's real. Like, harassment is real in the workplace, and it's kind of interesting how we would have to take all these online compliance courses on harassment and, jokes. Even jokes are harassing when they get told you the same over and over all day from the person, you know what I mean? Like, and it still boggles my mind how these people still did it after taking these classes. And then, so what I learned in the workplace community is, for one, I should have expressed myself more a long time ago in the beginning, and I should have not have covered up for so many people, because I was so concerned about their lives and families. And so learning, and then the Me Too movement came out. So I feel like everything's going to go in a different direction. And I'm more self-aware now of my actions. And, you know, I left a environment that was not making me feel good at all. It was,
Love that.
yeah.
Yes, Kitty, so strong. Yes. Love it. Tell us what, I mean, so I talk to a lot of kids, and I'm sure, you know, what happened to you in the corporate environment happens in high school level, you know, boys,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
girls. What, you know, going through like peer pressure or anything like that? What, I guess, did you ever go through anything like that in high school, and how did you deal with it, or what advice would you have for the women listening?
Yeah. So, like I said, I was a party girl in high school. So, to be open and honest, I was a party girl. So, you know, we hung out with the boys at the parties, and yeah, we would, yeah, there was times where there was, you know, uncomfortable situations that I again let happen or made bad decisions. But again, you learn and you grow, and you know that it's okay, and that doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a, you know, people can't judge you based on certain things that you may have made mistakes on, and that all you can do is love yourself and move forward and learn from mistakes. And yeah, what was your question? What was it?
Yeah, my question is, you know, for the women, you know, or the young girls in high school or middle school who are going through like harassment right now from teachers or boys, you know, what would you recommend they do?
Yes. So now there's so many outlets that you have available to go to, especially of, again, of all the movements that are happening, especially for women. It's so okay to reach out to a teacher, to an adult, a friend, anyone of any type of authority. It's okay to reach out. And you can reach out to me and, you know, just use those outlets that you have, and don't be afraid. Nowadays, you don't need to be afraid anymore. It's so okay to speak up and, you know, seek help when you need it. And I'm glad to provide any hotlines or help for women out there that feel harassed. And there's tons of numbers you can call, and, you know, you're not alone. You're not alone, and don't be afraid. Do not be afraid. And that's something that I've learned from, I was always afraid of speaking out because what people would think, or, you know, what would that, how it affect my job, you know, but now we're in a great place right now in this time of our lives, and we could speak now, and it's okay. So,
Love it. I love it. All right, moving on to the last topic of the day, which is love. Tell us.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. What?
Tell us, what is love?
Love is love. Love is love. And if you have love for yourself, amazing. That's where it should all start. Love is love in yourself first. That's where it needs to start. Your love for your higher self, your higher being. That's love.
Love is love. We'll play a chord for that. Tell us, who was your first love?
Okay. I'm not going to say a name, but my first love was in junior high. No, gosh, like elementary school. Yeah, elementary school. My first love. Yeah.
And then I know I talk to a lot of students, and they tell me this usually happens like with kids in high school and like sometimes in middle school, where they have like challenges communicating with their parents. Like, oh, my dad doesn't, you know, listen to me. My mom, I don't feel like I can talk to my mom. Do you ever have like communication issues with your parents?
Yeah, I was grounded probably half of my high school life. Yeah. Yeah, we had some issues. We had a lot. I still have communication issues with my dad. No, you know, parents are your parents, and they are your parents. And it's okay that you're not communicating, or, you're not in good relationships with your parents. They're your parents. Just listen to them. Be good kids. I don't know. I mean, my mother was very vocal, and she was very easy to talk to, but so kind of I also had like a judgmental part of her too. So you have to be careful what you tell mom, And then dad just didn't talk at all, at all. So still to this day. So dad, how's your day? It's fine. Okay, so what? Just okay, yes, no, just very, So there's different communication styles. Just get to know your parents, and your parents, no matter they're quiet or they're loud and vocal, whatever, they love you, and no matter, you could talk to them no matter what, because I know at the end of the day they unconditionally love you. You're their children. So just tell them whatever you feel you need to tell them, and figure it out after. They're there for you. They're your parents.
I love it. Has your communication with your dad improved over the years?
No. He doesn't talk. Bless him. He's the most amazing man ever. The most amazing man. No man could ever, be better than my father, but he just is a very quiet, stern man. And just short answers. You try to get that, well, what about that? And, you try to get it out, and he just doesn't budge, but doesn't express feelings, doesn't.
What about with his grandchildren? He doesn't express feelings.
No. He gives good birthday checks, and he's always there at the soccer games, but he just doesn't express much love and emotion. That's where mom came in. So
got it. And then
but my dad's way of expressing love and emotion is through his actions. He'll do anything for you. He helps everyone. He's the sweetest heart as far as that. But communication is not his strongest. Yeah.
And then I know you mentioned your mom passed. How old were you when your mom passed?
I was 36.
Okay.
36. 37, I don't know, 36 or 37.
So yeah. I know that's like a big loss in someone's life, whether that happens like in their 20s or 30s or in high school. I actually talked to a lot of students who have lost parents while they're in school.
Oh yeah.
How do people deal with that, like the loss of their mom?
It's interesting because my best friend's mother passed, and she has a younger sister that's about 17, 18. And I was able, because I went through it with my mother, seeing a teenager go through it, I was able to talk with her on a daily basis and go through the emotions. And the best way to deal with it is don't just feel it, let it, don't just, you gotta go through it, and it's okay. Like, it's gonna hurt. It's okay. Just feel it, go through it, live it. And, then after a while, then, start doing all the tools we have out there to, I don't know if you pray, your Bible, seek your local church, friends, a therapist. There's so many books out there and online things of meditation, guided meditation for anxiety and depression and loss. And, and we also learn that when people leave, it's just a body leaving. We're just visitors in a body. We're spiritual beings, and that person and that love and everything around is still there. And we have to understand the higher being, I don't know how we call what everyone calls, I say God, brings people and in and out of our lives. And we then have to realize that they're in our lives for a reason at that time, and they're taken physically, not, they're still here spirit in our spirits, but they're taken away for a reason. And we have to know they served a purpose, and we have to move on for them. We have to move on for them. And if it's your parent, your aunt, or whatever, you know, with their, maybe there's something more higher for you to do for them, bring on their legacy or something as far as that. But it's not easy, and you have to know it's not easy, and it hurts and it sucks, and it's going to be like that, but you'll get over it. I promise you, you will heal. Every day gets better and better, and you will feel better, and it's going to be okay. I promise. You get through it.
What would you say the first, like if someone lost their parents, what would you say the first 90 days? What should the do's and don'ts?
The first 90 days, like, I don't know, I don't want to put a time capsule on everything, but you know, at first, just feel it, cry, feel it, you know, whoever was closest, you know, your siblings, and talk to them about it. Talk about all the good times, you know, the memories. And at that time too, a lot of people do come out of the woodworks and wish you well and sympathy. So take advantage of everyone coming to console you. And that time everyone is around, you know, checking in on you. So take advantage of all of the people that are concerned about you, and talk to them and let them know how you're feeling, and tell your mother or your father out loud, I miss you so much, and ask God or your higher being for you to have peace in your heart and to get through this, and bring peace in your heart and understand and get through it. But the first, I don't know, 90 days, but when it first happens, know that you're not alone, and it's going to be okay. I promise.
Got it. Love that. Okay. And then just to kind of wrap it up, then what are 3 pieces of life advice you have for the kids?
Okay. 3 pieces of life advice. 3 pieces is be kind to others always. Be good to the grocery store lady. Be good to everyone. Just be nice to everyone, and be kind, and find love in everything. Find the goodness in everything. Everyone, focus on the goodness. And 2, just take care of yourself, your body, you know, nutrition, your body, yourself, your health. Take care of that. That is your temple, and that's what is valuable. Your health is so important. I've learned that the last few months after fractures and all of this stuff. So health is wealth. Health is wealth. Take care of yourself, and the foods you eat, and the exercising, and your brain, your mental health. Meditate, pray, stay off social media for a while. Don't get sucked in. Remember, it's not real. Social media is not real. It's not real. Try to stay off of it and do other things is my advice in life. And 3 is have fun, laugh at yourself, laugh, have fun. Everything's always going to be okay.
I love that. I love that. Well, thank you for coming on and sharing with us today, all your wisdom. What is one thing the community can do for you? You know, is there anything in life that you need help with that if you were to speak it into the universe right now, maybe it'll come back?
How about a solid TV hosting career? There it is. Or a featured commercial.
There we go, guys.
There we go.
If your mom and dad is listening and they're an executive and they looking for a TV host, this would be definitely the person to kind of go after.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us, Kitty. Where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram at Style Hunch, and I just started TikTok, playing around with it. If anyone has ideas for my TikTok, I'm starting that out. It's called Kitty on Stage.
Thank you for joining us, Kitty. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.